Really? It's a good thing I came and got you. How were you going to get back if I didn't?
I got legs.
You're going to walk through the creek?
I can jump that little creek right there at the small spot. Anybody else work with a joker that ain't funny? This guy right here. Good morning, YouTube. Let me get in here. Well, Nala, you coming? There she is. This is Nala's spot right here. Oh, Nala, that's where old Nala likes to ride. But we got some zoomage going on here. Let me get that. There we go. All right, guys, so good morning. It's Saturday morning, about 7:45 here. It's after time change, so the sun's up good. Busy day today. Again, this is 2 weeks in a row. We're going to try to accomplish about 4 tasks. And we're going to have basically like 3 crews running today. And by crews, I mean different family members doing different jobs. So here's my plan for the day. Now whether or not that plan comes to fruition, we don't know, but we're gonna just shoot for the best. So the girls, Fred and Erica, have gone to the church this morning they have a women's breakfast once a month. We have a men's breakfast once a month. And basically it's just a time for the women to get together and the men separately to get together and just, you know, they cook breakfast or they all bring something to eat and sit around and fellowship. Then they do somebody usually gives some kind of a devotional. You know, it's either somebody talking, you know, about an experience they've had or what the Lord's laid on their heart that week, or, you know, just, y'all know how that goes if you go to church. If you don't, go to church and find out, because it's awesome. But that's what the girls are doing this morning. And then, come on, Nala, when they get home, we're going to get started. Me and Clancy are going to go ahead and get started. First thing right now I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my mixer and feed. We've got these steers right here in the feedlot. There, we put these in the feedlot pen because the feed barn isn't finished yet. And then we've got these other steers that were up at the front back here, moved up here, and we're feeding them in this set of feed bunks right here. But so what we're gonna go, here's the plan for today. When Kylie gets done with women's breakfast, her and TJ are going to start on this little project right over here. If you can see that little shed right over there that's blown over and laying in the creek currently. Oh, helps if you know what button to hit. That originally set about right here where this corner is, and that was the shed for the Clancy and Kylie's commercial steers for years. I built it for them. I built it on skids where you could drag it around and put it anywhere you wanted to in the pasture, because I thought, well, we might want to move it. And my original intentions were that when you build, if it's not a permanent structure, our county didn't charge you property taxes on it, but they changed that because people were putting in those little portable sheds and stuff like that, and so they started taxing it. So that didn't work for very long. But it served its purpose, but it's blown over 2 or 3 times. So I'm gonna get it pulled out of the creek. Me and Clancy are gonna do that this morning. Get it kind of pulled out here where Kylie and TJ can go to work on it. And they're gonna take, you know, some impacts and screw guns and stuff and pull all the tin off of it. That way we can reuse the tin to put around the air compressor that we bought that's gonna sit outside the shop. We're going to make a little housing around it to keep it out of the weather. And then we may do something with the skid. We may end up building something else, you know, portable that we can drag on it, or we may just cut the metal off of it and repurpose it, use it later on down the road. I'm not sure, but we don't need it for what it is right now. And like I said, in the last couple of years, it's blown over 3 or 4 times. I guess this is the 3rd time it's blown over, and it's just like, hey, we need to fix that. It's you know, if it was standing behind, if a calf was standing behind it, it could have hurt one. So we're gonna get rid of that. While they're doing that, we've called in the big guns, and what I mean by the big guns is one of the guys that Clancy works with, Larry. Hopefully we can get some video of Larry here. I think Larry's maybe my age, maybe a little older. I'm not real sure, but Clancy works with him every day for neighbor kid's dad welding, and Larry's got a lot of experience welding, and he's going to help Clancy finish hanging the gates in the feedlot up way up yonder. Way up yonder. And then, that's not way, it's about half a mile. And then, while they're working on that, Eric and I are going to be working on Pearl, trying to do first we're going to do a compression test, followed by, if the compression test shows it's somewhat okay, we're going to do a valve seat job, or valve seal job on it, if everything goes right. And we've got all the tools, all the parts we need. I made this little checklist using AI last night, like, hey, here's the order to go through, so that it's easy for her and I to both understand and not, you know, misconstrue anything and not forget anything. So we're going to do both of those, and then hopefully it all works out right and we get done tonight about dark and call it a day. So y'all come along, let's have some fun. First, let's go feed some steers. Where would y'all like to ride? Where's a good... This thing really wiggles a lot on the tractor, so I don't know. Maybe I can find a place out there to put you where y'all can watch. But first things first, I need to get my Beeftrate loaded up. Still get lots of questions. What is this Beeftrate? What is this stuff you're putting on there? Beeftrate is a feed additive that allows those steers to process that whole corn better. And don't come in here and say you got to crack that corn or they can't use it. I get it all the time from guys. And the fact of the matter is these steers are going to gain over 4 pounds a day, closer to 4.5. They're going to convert well, and my cost of gain is going to be fairly inexpensive. So this works for me. Is it the absolute best way? I can't tell you that, because this is the only way I've done it. Not the only way I've bought sack feed before, and that's not the way to do it. But, you know, if I had a commodity barn and the endless supply of commodities to buy, and I had 15,000 head on feed instead of 40, I would probably do something different. But this works really good for the operation we're running. So, none of the steers have walked up here yet. That means we can open this gate before they get here. That way we don't have to get off the tractor. It's all about working smarter, guys. Oh. We gotta cut this thing off today too. The creek's running. This thing's leaking a lot of water. Get it plugged up. So think I can set y'all right here. Maybe those guys won't mess with nothing. Y'all gonna watch me feed right there. And with this Beeftrate, you just top dress it at a rate of 3/4 to 1 pound per head per day. So there's 20 steers back here. A half a scoop of this is about 2 pounds. So I put 5 half scoops in there. That covers 10 head. 5 half scoops down here. And a little bit to grow on, to be sure everybody gets plenty. I was a little shy on my half scoops down here. Get asked a lot, why don't you just mix that in your ration? And the reason is because these steers are eating at a different rate than those steers are. So if I mix my Beeftrate in here, and say I feed this little bunch out here 800 pounds and I feed them a total of 1,200 pounds, they're going to get shorted or they're going to get too much, one or the other, if I try to mix it like that. And like this instance, they had feed in their feed bunk, so rather than fill that feed bunk all the way up, like today I only fed them about 600 pounds versus the 1,000 I fed them yesterday because they didn't clean up their feed. Well, now they wouldn't have got enough Beeftrate, because the Beeftrate doesn't change. No matter how much they eat each day, they eat the same amount of Beeftrate. So if they consume 20 pounds or 30 pounds of feed, they still need that 1 pound of Beeftrate a day. So that's why I don't mix it into the mixer, guys. So let's go get these other ones fed. Well, this little thing is in a sad state of affairs. Larry got here a little bit early, and so Clance is up there working. We'll run up there in a minute and take a look at what they're how they're coming along. And I walked the Mini X over here. So here's the situation. My goal is to salvage as much usable tin off of that as possible. And it looks to me like, you know, over here it's pretty steep. You know, that's the high side of the bank. Here, right here is the low side of the bank. What I'm hoping is I can ease off in here just a little bit, reach up with the arm and grab that piece of I-beam right there and maybe pull that thing over this direction with maybe. That's a big maybe. It's probably going to tear it up. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to salvage much of the roof, so I might be better off to go on that side and grab that corner and pull it up on the bank over there. I don't know. Let's just see what we can see. It might be better to try to get it out of the water first. I don't know. We'll see. But the A-team showed up.
Think it's gonna work?
Oh, I have no idea if it's going to work or not. How was women's breakfast?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Good?
Yep.
All right, you ready to get to work?
Yeah, what you want me to do? Video
Well, I got to get this out first
out.
so that the kids can work before we can get on your stuff. So.
Okay, I'll video you.
Do you need the microphone or me?
You talk us through it.
Well, I don't know if this is... I don't know what's going to be the best way to do it without tearing up a bunch of stuff, but we're...
Get on this side or the other side?
I don't know. Maybe right here. Let's try right here. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, this little thing ain't real super duper heavy. What I might can do is get out to, whoop, let's see, is maybe I can, well, we already washed that off. I guess. What if, by chance, we could do this? That thing's probably gonna hit my... What I really need to do, guys, I need to see if I can back up a little bit. That way when that thing comes over, it don't hit my boom, maybe. Tear anything up. Now then, let's see if we can do this. Ain't wanting to stand up. There we go. Now then, let's see if we can back up here. Probably a little too far. We got the two good sides. We got the open side on the ground right there. So, I mean, it's going to act kind of like a shovel, but maybe. Now then, maybe we can just maybe we can do this. If we get over on the front corner over there, maybe we can pull it over without smoking our machine. Maybe. Who knows? Let's try this. We're going to get in the middle. I really want to do this without tearing the tin up, but I don't know that we're going to be able to do that. I'm not that good an operator yet, guys. I think this is a better spot to grab it right over here. Let's do it this way. That way when it goes, maybe we're out of the way. Come on now. I gotta go down while I'm coming back this way. Gosh darn it, come on. Oh, the darn thing broke over there again. That was not what I wanted to happen, guys. You raggedy sucker, come on. Why won't you stay sitting down? You just do stay still for 2 seconds thing. It ain't gonna stay. It ain't gonna stay, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix it where they can pull the tin off, the good tin off, and then we'll come get the rest of it later. Well, at least get it where it's safe enough for them to work around it with a ladder or something. Stop. Get out of the way. Well, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at what's going on up here. At least there they can work without it falling over on them.
Well, what wasn't tore up, he's torn up now, so.
Oh, really? Really, Erica? Y'all probably didn't hear that, so I'm gonna get a little closer. What she said is what wasn't tore up, you tore up now. So, well.
And how many times were you going to run over our rubber over there?
I can't see behind me. I'm not looking behind me. I'm looking in front of me.
I'm just saying, you ran over it like 40 times.
Does your voice work? You could have said, hey, you might want to move that. You're running over that. That little roll right there?
Yeah, you kept backing over it.
Oh, I didn't notice. Backing into it?
Backing over it.
I ran plumb over it, like got up on top of it?
You need to clean that up too. I'm not gonna drop.
Yeah. We probably need to bring dump trailer out here and just load that crap up. We'll get us a load of junk iron to haul off. But let me close my door because I'm sure these calves will be licking in there and everything else because I gotta leave that so it don't fall over when.
I figured it out.
If I was a real operator, I could have got it out of there without tearing it up, but I ain't a real operator. I thought I started pretty good. I mean, pretty strong. I was like, okay, that's moving right over here, no problem.
I got you 2 more halves. So.
You got me 2 more what?
2 more halves secured.
Oh yeah, for who?
People on the end.
Oh, okay. So we have 2 of our 10 steers for end of July, 1st of August sold. More than that? How many?
At least 4, maybe 5.
That's awesome. These calves are doing good back here. All these calves are doing good. When are they planning on coming today to work or what?
Oh yeah, she said she told TJ that she wouldn't be. Which one is this open?
Till what?
She told TJ she wouldn't be out of bed or done until 9:30. So.
Oh, okay. That gate goes both ways, so. All right.
Really? It's a good thing I came and got you. How were you going to get back if I didn't?
I got legs.
You're going to walk through the creek?
I can jump that little creek right there at the small spot. Anybody else work with a joker that ain't funny? This guy right here. I don't know how well my car cover is going to work.
I know, it's pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
Looks about like my sofa cover.
Like your sofa cover?
Yeah.
Stop by the White Can-Am and get your microphone.
Where are we going?
I guess we're going to go up there and check.
Where's the White Can-Am?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
It wasn't on the porch with this one?
No.
Is it back here? Might be back there. Might be by the feed mixer. Fred didn't take it, did she?
What the heck?
I let him out this morning. He was eating grass after I fed him, so I just let him hang out, let him chillax. No, it ain't there. Heck, I don't know where it's at. Guess you don't need a mic.
Well, somebody drove it up here. Because mine was parked right here. I just got mine from right here.
If you believe her, put a thumbs up in the check mark in the comments.
This is where I got mine from.
Whatever you say, Erica, but it's sitting right there. First time we get in here, she got her mic. Turn the camera on.
Well, I want to know, because Fred's making fun of me. Everybody at Women's Breakfast made fun of me because I got my new glasses.
Yeah.
Cody likes them. Do you like them or not?
I love them.
What do you?
I just love the fact that you're wearing them.
Look what they do. Okay, y'all watch. Let me give y'all a tutorial. I have to do this because I have a bun, so they have to go over my bun, you know. Oh, now they're on my... What happened here? Okay.
This is an awesome tutorial.
No, what?
They look good.
How awesome is that?
You're
Now
gonna look
I
like
can
a real
always-
mechanic when we're in there working, and you're like,
I can always find my readers now.
that's right. Put them on the end of her nose. So let me take a look at that.
I'm just saying, like, they're pretty awesome. Now I can always find my readers. What do y'all think?
I've been after her for like months because she's like, I can't see nothing maybe a year.
I wear readers. I just don't like to carry them. I always have a cap on, so I can't put them on my head. If you put them on your shirt, they fall off.
And she don't want to be looking like some old, no offense,
I'm not wearing them on a chain.
on a chain like a grandma. I mean, that's basically you got a rubber chain on you.
I don't care.
So, but yeah,
They're
it's awesome.
freaking cool.
What we got over there? Cheever. But we're going to go up here and check on Larry and Clance. Well, Larry and Clance rolling on right here. These boys getting it done. They already got...
They work faster than you.
They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to hang. They done hung 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. They're on their third
They don't
one.
mess around.
Yeah, we got them both welding. You running those? Y'all running those uphill? No. It's gonna fall off if you don't run it uphill. Got a good reveal here.
1, 2, 3, 4 down.
Yeah, y'all are kicking butt. Yeah. Clance was, I said 4 when we pulled up. Y'all been at it about an hour. What time is it?
Y'all are gonna be done by what?
What time is it, Mom?
We'll be done by 11.
9:51.
It's 8:45 when Larry got here, so in an hour they've hung 4 gates, guys. That's them jack stands make it easy. Let's walk down here so they can hear. So I know somebody's going to say something about it. So I want to bring y'all down here and let Mom video so I can show y'all what's going on.
Let me turn it around. Hold on.
So,
Which way you want me to look?
well, I just wanted to show this right here. So what I know somebody's going to say is, well, this gate ain't the same height as these 2 gates. And that's true, but you got to keep in mind, there's about 2 foot of fall from the front of this barn to the back of this barn on this concrete slab. So when we get down here, these pipes kind of run on it. They kind of run on the fall, but since we bought pre-made gates, they're not building them. They didn't build our pre-made gates on a fall. They built them square. So the only way to make this end line up with the top rail here and this end line up with the tops of these, we'd have to mess with the hinges a little bit, and then you'd have a crooked reveal here between these posts. So I decided we're gonna be a little bit lower here, and that's okay with me. I'm gonna see it the rest of my life. Y'all aren't. It ain't gonna bother me one bit. I would rather have a square reveal here versus an angled one so that this matched here. Now the only other option we could do is I could come back in here. We could take like a rosebud and we could heat all these up, which would take forever to get those all good and warm. And I could come right here and pick up on this and put just a little bit of bend right down there. But more than likely what would happen is it would bow. It just ain't gonna work the way we want it to. If we were building these gates in the hole, you know, we could build it on a little bit of a fall and it wouldn't be that big a deal. But also, with it setting level right here, when we open these gates across the alley, they're gonna be pretty level. So, I mean, there's gonna be a little fall because that post has got a little bit, But I think we'll take a lot of that sag out of that post when we move that concrete feeder up against it. All right, let's go get to work. Having to trim any of them out? Y'all had to trim any of them?
We had to trim that one.
Them jacks make it go quick, don't they? Whoever's come up with that. Mary's going now if you want to get them both.
If he drives it across that creek, I'm gonna freaking laugh. This stuff right here needs to go in the dump too, but Bubba. Cody and his little lamb. Really?
Going to Aspen if anybody wants to ride.
Now you can tell him. I already forgot what you told me to tell him.
Yes, all of that is junk, but like cut them in half.
Dad had to bring his little lamb.
trailer is? Yeah, we done loaded a whole one on accident.
I just wanted to slide out good. Oh, did I have that the wrong way?
What? No, we just flipped it over so he could cut that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had it on top and then it unscrewed
That's
the
fine.
rear.
If you can stack all that like long ways side by side, then you can just grab it with the excavator and set it in the trailer.
They're loose.
I don't think I got it. But yes, there's a piece of pipe right over there that I don't cut it up because we can use it for a post.
I didn't even see that was a good pressure.
Yeah. But then like those two pieces right there can get thrown on the trailer because we can use them for kickers.
That little piece right there by that post.
Those two pieces.
Little piece right there.
That little piece, those little pieces throw in the trailer, they're just junk iron. There's 2 or 3 pieces of it up and down here. And
But
then-
those two put on the trailer with our 10?
Huh?
Those
Yeah.
two put on the trailer.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
I would load the tin first and then load this heavy metal on top of it so it don't blow out. You know what I mean?
You're keeping that stuff? That's junk.
This
I'm
is all
throwing it to the
junk.
iron.
Oh, that whole roof is junk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All of this is junk.
We're gonna use it for your house.
For my
I mean, the
house.
only thing that might be worth keeping would be this piece of I-beam right here.
That's the only thing I was wondering about.
But I mean,
I don't want to have to cut all those little welds because that 2x4 is on there.
just throw it in there. It's junk. Just throw it in there.
Perfect.
It served its
It
purpose.
served a long life.
Yeah, I mean, I know somebody goes, that's good stuff. I wouldn't get rid of that. Well, it's all right. I am. All right, y'all got it? But you got to cut this piece off
I
right
don't know
here.
how to work
Yeah,
an
I'm gonna
excavator. Can you teach me real fast?
Teach me how to Dougie. Here, Dad. Turn this on.
All right. First cranker. Go in This has to be down. This, pull back on that. That's up and down stop. You don't got it.
This goes
Well, go ahead. Grab this. Swing over and you hit your mom and you hit me. So you don't got it. Calm down.
this goes up, this goes down, this goes
And if you pull this back, brings the scooper in. And then it turns the cab side to side. Not the track. Okay?
Okay.
That big handle, pull back on it. Pull it all the way back. You're not gonna pick up the thing. Alright? So to drive, you use your feet. If you want to turn that away, you push more with your right foot than you do with your left foot.
So you don't do anything with me?
No. So the best thing for you to do while you're driving is use your feet or put them on the handles and use your hands to drive. But if you're going to be an excavator driver, you got to learn to use your feet.
I don't like it.
That's right. I told you wrong. You push more with your left foot. But keep doing them both at the same time, just like a kick. Push your right foot forward a little bit. Your left foot forward. That way it's the same. Get straight down there. You see that roll of wire in the tree? Go down there. Reach down there and come up. Reach over it.
Do you think she'll end up in the creek?
Yeah, just don't fall in the tree.
But I'm scared of that, actually.
Just stop at the edge of the tree. If you feel like anything's getting out of control, hands to your lap, feet back. Then quit moving.
Nobody shuts the door.
What'd you say?
Does it have a door?
I just want to leave it open so I can bail out.
No, don't fell out. You got it. beeps the whole time so that people know you're moving so you don't run over them. Like your mom almost got run over this morning because I wasn't looking for her.
Does that one have a...
Backup camera? I don't think that one does. I don't know.
It goes...
Push the trigger on the right.
You need to stay in in turtle mode. I don't know if you should have gave her the key to rabbit mode, Cody.
You don't think she's responsible now for the rabbit?
In the first 5 minutes? He already taught her how to go into rabbit mode, guys. That's scary.
I was afraid when this thing came apart, when I saw earlier that it come apart, that my welds broke, but my welds didn't break, did they?
Huh?
My welds didn't break, did they?
Not all of them.
What?
I mean, one of them...
The metal ripped out behind the weld.
I mean, one of them broke.
Which one?
The one that Clancy tried to fix.
No, it pulled out of it pulled the metal out. The weld stayed.
Oh, yeah? You're so full of crap.
Haven't hung yet, Steve?
Okay. Coming.
Wire out of there.
Okay, I'll go watch her. You need a fire extinguisher.
Fire watch.
You're on fire watch? Okay. Almost missed her getting the stuff out over here. See how she does. We got cows in our way. Let's go to the other side. Move, cows. Alright, we gotta get out because the cows are in the way. You gotta close your thumb. Brad, you got this. Look at her go. Look at her go. She's so proud. She's so proud. Good job, Fred. She's spinning just a spinning. Oh, girl. Wrong way. Now you gotta go the other way. Yeah. Yeah? She said she's gonna go that way now.
Everything. Why did you turn it off?
What's going on? What are y'all? Why are y'all not cutting?
I'm done. I need a drink, Chad.
Dad's riding with me. He doesn't have a ride.
Dad, come on.
Dad done killed my bike.
You gotta squeeze the brake. Look, let me show you.
Show him how it works.
Do I have to hold the start button?
I don't know how that works. I don't know how to manual crank it.
Close your bucket. Open your thumb.
Here you go.
Open your thumb. Open your thumb. That's called a thumb. Now close your bucket. Open your thumb all the way up. Now you can use the bottom of your bucket stop to smash it flat. Why are you going in back? Why are you going?
Holy crap! I forgot I turned it around.
Yeah. Use your feet.
Are you impressed with her?
I am very impressed.
Now just smash it.
Yeah, smash it flat.
Wrong button.
All right. Be sure you do the edges. That's where the, like out away from you a little further. You want to get it like right here and right here. Pull up a little more.
Oh, snap.
She said Hulk smash.
Now pull it back and do the back side. Flatten your bucket out.
I have that.
Hey, stop. You can pull this back to you. Now flatten your bucket out. Now go down. Now push your bucket down. Other way. There you go. Now up. Pull straight up on yours. Keep going. Okay. Now move over and do this side of it.
Can you move the wires?
Huh? What'd she say? Can I just fire her?
She said, "Can you move the wire to me?"
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna get in. Raise up.
Go towards the back or the front.
Pull your, yeah. You're trying to use this part of your bucket. Hey, you can use this. Now raise straight up. Now do the back.
Yeah. Now
Keep
go
going,
flatten
keep
it
going.
out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Why does your face look like that?
Smash it.
Now grab it. Reach over and grab it from the front. Come back to it. Whoa, yeah. Don't get dirt. All right, now close your thumb. All right, put it in the trailer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It won't hit.
Oh, no.
Drive over there and put it in the trailer. Raise up so you don't hit my trailer. There you go. Good.
Yay!
Good job.
Good job, Fred. Good job.
Operator.
If y'all